demos una cálida bienvenida al nuevo manager.
Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 24 Celta Vigo Korea mode. A new save, a new era, and of course a new team here. We are heading to the Mediterranean side, Spain, for the La Liga, and we have chosen Celta Vigo for our next projects. I believe the last time I did a Spanish Korea mode was back in the pandemic time, FIFA 20. I remember I did a Las Palmas Korea mode. It was a long time ago. Time flies, certainly. And, I'm back from my vacation. I was away for around 2 to 3 weeks and feeling very fresh. When I come back, certainly missing making videos like that. But if you guys are new to the channel, I make a lot of Korean mode videos just like these. I might not be as consistent as other YouTubers, but you know what? We are all here just for, sharing the love for the game. So, and I also post other stuff as well. You guys might, if you guys are from the States or from Canada, if you guys watch baseball, I will be making a new franchise mode very soon for the upcoming MLB 24 to show. So back into the game right here. Again, Celta Vigo recently sacked the manager, and right now me, MJ Lee, is going to take over the Spanish side. We got 19 million to spend. Certainly not a lot. Well, not looking very good. So certainly I've turned on the difficulty to ultimate, and of course the slider right now at the moment should be 50-50. Everything's 50 pretty much. So you guys can probably have a look here. So 4.5, I could possibly do 5, but I decided to do 4-minute. I am going to change a little bit stuff here and there compared to my last save in the Steven H. Korea mode. What else? So I've turned the camera angle to co-op, something that's a little bit new, which something that I really do want to do. Not tactical anymore. I think I'm sick and tired with this camera. What else? Oh, I have to turn off the commentary because I did play a little bit of a Korean mode on the side just for fun. But for the sliders, I've decided to keep it as 50. I mean, if it becomes way too easy, then I will certainly change that. But the main part here is that the injury frequency it's going to be at 65, and certainly for the severity, we're going to go down all the way to 35, of course. At one point in this save, we are going to see a lot of broken toe injury or maybe a bruised shoulder, something like that. I feel like FIFA or EA has to add a little bit more variation with the injury. But let's look at the team here. I certainly don't know much about this team. Certainly didn't really keep them in my news feed. So the thing is, it's that they play a 4-4-2 Korean mode, but of course I have added a little bit twist to it. I'm trying to recreate the 2003-2004, the Arsenal Invincible, that type of playing style. 4-4-2, one central defensive midfielder, which is Fran Beltran. And of course, we have a central forward in this area, but of course, we don't really have a proper center forward compared to Dennis Bergkamp, but instead Larsson's going to play that role, or Aspas might be playing that role as well. I believe this might be a better option at the moment. But looking at the team here, I don't think our team is that bad, if I'm being honest. I think in average we have a team at around 75. I mean, it's a 4-star team regardless, so it's pretty good. But we have quite a lot of fringe player around the around the side here. Unfortunately, a lot of them might not be wearing the shirt anytime longer. And wow, I mean, we have Tapia, Beltran, two of the best central midfielder in the league, or certainly in their side as well. And so let's actually, what am I even doing? Let's try to move on to talk about something else. Let's look at the not the transfer hub. I certainly have a certain players I have in mind to sign in this Korean squad hub. Let's learn the team here. Guayita, of course, a former Crystal Palace goalkeeper, has made his way to the Spanish side. 36 euro 78 rated. We all know his next season might be the last one. Goalkeeper Villar, Carrillo. Again, I'm probably not gonna go through every player more in depth, but of course left back seems like an area we might need to strengthen based on here. But Manuel Sanchez seems to be a pretty good player. I'm sure his rating's gonna go up a little bit higher. But let's look at the center back. We have an abundance of center back here, and let's look at it. So Adu is one of them. Starfelt is another player. And who else? Ooh, okay, Nunes joining on loan from Bilbao, I believe so. Again, we really need to sign a center back at one point, but I think with that 19 million, we can only sign one player. I think at the moment I'm focusing on the center midfielder. So right back we got Kevin and Manquillo. Of course, I think Manquillo was used to be a Newcastle United player, if I remember correctly. And we have Mengiza as well. I think we have three pretty decent right back, but of course we can only keep two if we want to. Tapia, Beltran, again we have a pretty decent two central defensive midfielder in the team. Left midfielder we have Xavi and also Xavi, Franco Xavi, and also Jonathan Bamba. Again, I really love this player. Seen him play a couple of times live. In the central midfielder, this is going to be very interesting. It's fully stacked at the moment. I really don't know who I'm going to play at the moment, but I think based on these players here, it looks like we need to sign a very good center midfielder to compete in the starting lineup. Charles Perez? He might be converted into a center forward at the moment. Yes, I did put him that way. He might not be in the best of form, but I think he will get there. Afron. Who else? Rodriguez. Again, another player. I think one of the two players that show a great potential tag, but at the moment, I really don't see him breaking into this team at the moment. So I'm going to add him into the loan listed. And Elenda. Again, a lot of players might be moving on based on what I'm seeing, but we are intended to keep maybe 3 or 4 strikers at the moment. De Viquez looks like a pretty good player, but other than that, the youth academy are certainly not going to make it. But it is is this a Lautaro that we've signed before in my last Italian career mode? It might be him, but based on the list here, I feel like with that 19 million euros, we have to sign a proper center midfielder. You guys might not be interested, but I'm still going to show you guys. I've decided to go for the tiki-taka tactical vision. Again, I'm just trying to mimic what the Arsenal did back in the Invincible season. But the instruction is going to be a little bit more interesting. So I think the central defensive midfielder is supposed to be a 4-4-2 formation, but I've dragged Beltran down a little bit to the CDM formation, and Aspas will be as the center forward. But other than that, everything looks the same. And also on the wide side here, I am not going to play a inside forward, so which means a right midfielder with a left-footed. I've decided to go for the traditional wide players, which means right midfielder will be using the right foot primarily for the sake of crossing. I feel like I want to improve that part of the area and also that part of the game and try to freshen up the way how we play. After I fixed up the formation, this is the starting 11 at the moment, of course. The season just started, so we might gonna do a little bit of changes here and there. But Guaita in goal, Manu Sanchez as a left back. Adu will be in the middle, partnering up with Nunes, who came on loan from Bilbao. Kevin will be the right back in the middle. This is gonna be interesting. So Xavi, playing as the left midfielder. De La Torre will be in the middle, American. And also what am I talking about? Friend Beltran as the CDM, of course. This guy, I have been enjoying him. I known this guy for a while, since maybe FIFA 17 back in the days. Bamba as the right midfielder. And up front, we got Iago Aspas, the former Liverpool player, the legend himself. Of course, I can't believe he's still in the game. He's 35-year-old. Guaita's 36-year-old. So at one point, we got to replace these two players. And Larson will be up front. And on the bench, you guys can probably see those players. I'm not going to go over that. And of course, the Youth Academy is going to be very interesting. I'm just trying to be a little bit more linear with the selection of the players. I remember if any player went below 90, they will not make the cut. So I've decided to amp up a little bit. If they're still in the region of 85 or above, I'm still going to keep them. But so far, we have 3 very good players at the moment, but we don't know whether if they're going to make the cut. But Jovanovic, a left wing back, of course, we'll convert him into a left back. Arthur Gibbs, a New Zealander center back, again, 6 foot. Looks pretty good if I'm being honest. Hernandez as well. But looking at what else do we have to look at? Damn, I haven't played this game for a while, for a month. I totally forgot how I am going to play this game. Youth Academy. No, we have done that already. Wait, what are we doing? Oh, right. Is it the Youth Scout or something like that? Office? Wait, where is it? Where is it? Oh my god. Wait, what am I doing? Do I have a Youth Scout on me? Wait, we have to check the email. Totally forgot about that. First scout arrived. Well, damn. I am actually a little bit lost with this game. You guys are probably banging your tables, telling me to press this and that. Not the Youth Academy, the transfer. Youth staff, for God's sake. We have a very good one, Francisco Contreras. Let's set up the first scouting report to Spain, 9 months. Very, very good. And, damn it, we don't really have a lot of good scout. Damn. Okay, you know what? We're going to keep with 1 scout, but with that 19 million euros, it is going to be very, very tough to secure a good center midfielder. Well, guess what? The first transfer offer we have received is from Atletico Madrid. 26.4 million euros for Ferran Beltran. Wow. Oh my god, he has a release clause too. But anyway, I'm going to reject their offer. I hope nobody's going to meet the release clause requirement. 50 million euros. That's a lot of money. We can certainly do a lot with that. If I'm being honest, I do getting a transfer offer. But again, I think in the first season, better players will be staying in general. And wow. Okay, all right. So looking pretty good for now for the first few days. Osasuna is looking to loan Miguel Rodriguez. Of course, we don't think Miguel Rodriguez is going to make it at the moment. So I'm going to do is that 2-year loan. Certainly fair for him. Maybe come back to become a much better player. And of course, another one as well. Stuttgart. Not a bad one as well. But I would prefer him to go to another Spanish side. And right, I gotta show you guys the what's that called? The transfer hub. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. So, right here, we listed a few players, but these 2 players, one of them is going to be a very important future for us. Guendouzi, former Arsenal man, the bad boy. I believe he is in a much better mentality right now. La Conga, but again, these 2 players are currently out on loan, so I won't be able to sign them in the near future. There are a few, players here and there might be signing. It really depends on the scouting report when it comes back. Again, 19 million is really hard to sign a good player. Gyökeres, again, pretty much a big hyped up in the Portuguese side, the Swedish striker. I think I'm going to sign him in a permanent deal, hopefully very soon. Again, he looks like a very good player in real life, so why not? At one point, we might sign him up. Because at one point, Iago Aspas is going to retire very soon. We got an offer for Javi Dominguez for 3 million to the Scottish side, I believe so, but 700k. I would just accept that at the moment. There are a lot of fringe players will be heading to the door, and hopefully we're gonna raise a few more millions, maybe 2 to 3 million, to help us to sign, one or two players at the moment. 19 million is not a lot, if I'm being honest. So first player out is Dominguez or Rodriguez. Yeah, Rodriguez is gone for a 2-year loan. Good luck to him. Hopefully he's gonna come back stronger. Much better player, much more than that. But more transfer offers coming on. Wow, swap deal for Williat Swadberg. I don't think at the moment I don't want to sell this player. He looks like a pretty good jam. 19-year-old, 70 rated. Certainly I do want to keep him, but come on. I mean, I can't. He is a club captain. He is a club captain. I just can't do that. Carrillo, the backup goalkeeper, the third choice goalkeeper, he's gonna leaving out the door. And we also have two final scouting report on these two players. Gyökeres, 26 million. Again, we really don't have much money to sign him. Same as Guendouzi. Again, both of them are good players, but simply 19 million. We're not able to sign them. But at least these two players, Cesar Huerta and also Jesus Angulo, these players, I might just sign them up, if I'm being honest. I mean, they're good players in the free agency market. And be sure every time when you play Korean mode, you guys got to look into the free agency market. Sometimes you get a pretty good deal. Good players as well, coming in for free, I believe. If you do want to strengthen your team, that might be the way to go. So why not just try and sign these two players up? They might not be playing a lot of games, but I think as an option, it would be good to have players like them in the caliber, just trying to sign them up. Again, first player, oh my god, Angulo wants to have the important squad role. I can't really stop him. 4-year contract. I'll accept that. At the end of the day, if we're able to sell him, it is going to be a bit of a profit. Oh shit. Okay, the signing bonus is going to be a very interesting one. 25, and he is going to be the first signing for us. Very happy about that. I mean, I don't really have a choice, but if we are here just trying to sign free agents, we are going to just do that. First player in is the defender, and also we're gonna look down into the wing. Huerta, the Mexican left midfielder. Of course, he will be a right midfielder based on his preferred foot. Oh shit! What? Wait, what? He got signed? Oh, you know what? If that's the case, I'm not going to sign him. Damn. I am one step a little bit too late. But another player I am very interested in is actually this guy, Luis Chavez. Another Mexican, 27-year-old, 79 rate overall. Of course, he might not be in the club forever. But right now, we need a few players to be, perhaps the stepping stone into the career. To help us to, get into the Champions League or get into the European competition. And just like that, we are in the European International Cup. An offer coming in for the Vacas. Again, not looking to sell this player at the moment. Hopefully, in a few more days, we're going to get a few more million. 2 more players have gone out the door, Carrillo and also Dominguez, and it's time to secure our first proper signing with 18 million. So I'm looking into the transfer help right now. There's one player who stood out compared to any other player at the moment. I mean, Chavez would be a good signing, but he's a little bit too pricey for me, if I'm being completely honest at the moment. But this player, Enzo, I don't know how you pronounce his last name. I think I might have to do a research a little bit later on when I finish this episode. But this player looks like a pretty good player. He's in a 22-year-old, the French. We have our own Enzo, perhaps. Hopefully as good as Enzo Fernandez or Hernandez. A French center midfielder, left-footed, 22-year-old center midfielder, 75 rated. Based on the stats, looking pretty good, right? He's not really quick, but in terms of agility, balance, everything looks pretty good. Technically, he is probably one of the better players I've seen in recent years. So, 12.5 million euros. I mean, voila, bingo. It looks like a very good transfer fee, a very tempting transfer fee. I am just going to offer maybe 10.5 million. Let's see. Ooh, they want a swap deal. I can't do that. I cannot do that at the moment. We certainly do not have the capacity to do a swap deal. So we are just trying to match that valuation of 12.5. Let's see what does the manager has to say here. And 4% sell-on clause. Yep, I'll just take that. I don't know how long we'll keep this player, but 4% seems to be nothing to me. But potentially, we might secure our first signing. Lourdes. I might be pronouncing his name very wrong. I am very, very sorry about that. But he is going to be a rotational player. Let's see what he has to say. Important player. That is fine. Just try and downplay their expectation a little bit. At one point you might get a much better deal out of it. Denied the release clause of 36.5 million. Oh, this is gonna be a tough one. You know what? I'm gonna give him a pay increase, 20K a week, and also signing bonus of 100K, leaving us 4.6 million to spend. Like I said, signing one player is a very fortunate thing to do. And I'm happy because there you go. First signing or second signing in today's episode. The French center midfielder. And so very, very happy with this signing. No tag whatsoever. But here is the new look of our new signing. Enzo Lourdes. I'm sure this is a wrong pronunciation. 75 rated overall. He is going to go straight into the first team. I believe he is the highest center midfielder in the squad, which is relatively sad. But again, first season, I am not expecting us to be in the Europe at all. So if we somehow ended up at the top part of the top half of the table, I'm happy about that. But let's look at our another signing, Angulo, looking pretty good. 25 euro, 74 rated. His rating can go up by a little bit, maybe 1 or 2. But training plan, I think these two, team strategy and also training plan, I'm pretty much not going to include these two of the gameplay into the career mode. Again, I think it's a little bit redundant. I'll just do that on the side. But right here, I forgot the objective in general. But Youth Academy, we've got to assign 4 players in the Youth Academy assigned to each of the following position. Doable. I would say doable, but brand exposure. Let's see. Sign 1 young players. Oh, damn it. Okay, so, I mean, I don't know what's class of a young player. Maybe players under 21. We might be able to do so. Get 5 games without defeat in away matches. I think this is doable as well. Finish mid-table as expected for the Copa del Rey or Copa de España. Reach to the round of 16. Again, I still think that might be doable. And within 2 seasons, qualify for a European spot. I believe that is doable as well. Looking very good, if I'm being honest. I mean, it's a little bit of a slow start. Boring start, especially with the with the budget that we have. But let's look at something new. Of course, the first game of the friendly game is coming up very soon. But before that, Jonathan Bamba will change his position as the right center midfielder. No changes to his rating. He is going to keep, he's going to keep at the same rating probably forever until I sell him. I don't know, but match day, I think for the calendar here, we got 3 games here. I believe I'm just going to sim all of them. I'm not going to go through them with you guys. But the first game coming out will be, interesting, Osasuna. Next month around this time. We're going to play this game for sure. And the next episode, we're going to leave it. As it is. Real Sociedad away, Real Madrid at home. A dreadful, a tough month of August to start off this career mode. It is going to be a tough one, but here we go. A few offers coming in for Perez and also Carlos Dominguez. I mean, at the moment, I don't really want to let Perez go. A relatively decent player. Unless a release clause is met. But Dominguez, I decided to sell him. Even though he looks like a pretty good young player, but I feel like in order to raise funds to sign a better young player, I feel like this move has to be done. Club Prague. I believe this is the Belgian side. I decided to accept that offer. We actually lost in the first game in the, what do you call it, the friendly game to Leverkusen, 2-0. And here's the second game. So Dominguez has gone to the Belgian side, 4.45 million euros in the bag. And 2 transfer offers coming in for Aidu and also Beltran as well. Oh my God. I think it's time to block these 2 transfers. I have no plan to let any of these 2 players go. They seems to be an integral part of the plan, but our first ever monthly scouting report coming in. Wow. Or a Aguri. Oh my God, I'm having a lot of trouble in this career mode already, but oh my God, look at that. Fabian Pons. Holy crap. We got a few jams coming up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sign up Agura. Probably not Agura, but Gomez will not be signed. By the way, if you guys can hear me stutter because I'm still having jet lag at the moment. Reiko, Burnell. Ooh, looks good, but at the same time, overall, it's a little bit let down. But Fabian Pons, it's a player. He looks like Rodri in a way. I'm going to sign him up. Looks like a very good player. Contreras will not be part of the plan anytime soon, but let's check the Youth Academy report. Where is he? Pons, 59 rated. 6'1". Wow. Okay. Doesn't have a lot of pace, a little bit of agility. Technical wise, looking relatively decent. Physical looks okay, I guess so. I'm not going to send him up just yet. Might be a little bit later on, but this guy looks like a proper player. Try to move him into the center midfielder role. You know what? Let's see. He's not fast. Don't get me wrong. But other than that, I feel like moving him. Wait, let's see he is a central defensive midfielder. You know what? If his rating doesn't spike up that quickly, I think I might just put him back into the central defensive midfielder. But other than that, this guy looks like a proper player. Wow, I can't wait. Another transfer offer coming in. Manquillo Lugano is looking to sign him up for 2.1 million. It's above his evaluation. We're gonna go ahead and accept that. I think after that, the transfer offer could be hitting up to 10 million. But again, it's really hard to sign player. A good player in that region. But by the way, La Liga is around the corner. It's around the corner, guys. I mean, first first game for me in a while. Oh my God, I'm so tired right now. My eyes are like getting drowsy, dry, and everything. I could barely focus on the game. We're just gonna play one game in today's episode, but let's look at the calendar. We actually lost 2 of our 3 friendlies, losing to Stuttgart, Wolfsburg, and also beating Nottingham Forest. Of course, we didn't really get any cash after that, but the first game in the La Liga is coming up around the corner. I am very, very excited for this one. Ooh, actually, by the way, I'm just going to stop there because speaking of not wanting to sign another player or impossible to sign another player, I think I just allow you guys to take a little bit sneak peek of what player I have been looking to sign. But Manquillo will be gone to Lugano for 2.1 million. Right now, we have more than that to spend, I believe so, isn't it? 14, okay. So you guys probably saw what happened. Adu Arez. This guy looks like a very, very proper player. 71 rated. Again, if that's the case, I think I'm just going to sign him up. Looks like a very, very good player. Wow. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. Asking price 5.9 million, but we can certainly get that price down to 4.7, which is not bad. Let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, I'm not going to do the release clause, but let's see if we are able to secure our third signing today. Let's see if 4 million is able to settle the talk here. Oh, Starfelt again. I'm not looking to exchange any player in the first season. I feel like every player, it is going to be important. So I want to raise the evaluation to 4.85 million euros. And I believe this might be a good enough deal, right? Has to be 5.1. You know what? I'll take that. 5.1, and we are about to secure our third signing. Do a res, looking pretty good. Looking very good. 71 rated, should have been a much higher rating, but I really don't care at the moment. Rotational player, 5-year deal. Will he take a pay cut? We'll see. Denied the release clause, and this is going to be important. Yes, he will. There you go. Third player secured. Let's see if he has a important tag on him or a youth academy. I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Good potential tag. We have finally signed one youth player, and which bumped up our overall rating to, I believe, 90 at the moment. Let's take a final look before we head into the first game, shall we? A reservoir number 22 has that something special. Has that special something? Wait, has that special something? I'm not quite sure what that means, but you know what? Right now we have 2 left midfielder. I'm very satisfied with that. And by the way, Perez, I believe so, has converted himself into a center midfielder, and which bumped up his current rating to 78. So you know what? Good for him in that regard. Let's sim for the final few games. There you go, first game of today's episode, and of course will be the final game as well. First and final game. I think I need to go to bed after this, or else I can't be. I just don't want jet lag. That's it. But there you go, first game against Osasuna, and hopefully we are going to secure our first win in the save. Here is the starting 11 for Celta Vigo ahead of the game against Osasuna. In goal, we got Guaita. Back four, we got Sanchez, Aidu, Nunes, Kevin. In the middle, we got Chevy. Chevy, Loyodice. Apparently, it's an Italian name. I think from now on, just call him Enzo. Beltran, Bamba. Up front, we got Aspes with Larson. On the bench here, we got Duvaquez. Oh my god, I'm just having a lot of trouble pronouncing these names. Perez, De La Torre, Tapia, Arez, Ristich, Manguiza, and hopefully we're going to secure the first win. New season with the new team in a completely different angle. Camera angle, by the way. It's a little bit weird for me, if I'm being honest. Haven't played this co-op camera angle for the longest time. I believe the last time I did that was back in maybe FIFA 17, and okay, we did very well there. Tried to get the ball away. I don't know how we're gonna play. I don't know how good we might. Okay, all right, that sums it up. That sums it up right there. Oh, that was a good tackle right there. Let's try to play a bit, slowly. Let's try not to rush things at the moment. Okay, that was good. Aspas in the middle. Oh, beautiful ball. Finesse that one in. Oh, what a finish. What a finish. The veteran, the 35-year-old veteran, have scored the first goal ahead of this new season. Who would have thought a guy like him, 83 rated, his rating dropped by 1 before I played the first game, has scored a beautiful goal. What a ball by Beltran, by the way. And then he has to cut it inside. He got to make sure he has to use that lethal left foot. And he did that perfectly. Wow. We are off to a very good start here. On the right side, it has been really, really busy. Put the ball forward to Bamba. I don't think we'll get there. Or perhaps he will. Keep the ball in. As you guys know, the tempo is a little bit faster than usual because I have reduced the halftime minute to 4 minutes. I certainly really want to speed things up a little bit in this series. If I can, if I'm able to move up to another save, another team, that would be fantastic. But here we go. We got business to do. Larson holds the ball up. Could have given to Bamba the first time. Wow. Okay. Hey, wait. Another one to Larson. Somebody gets in the middle. Oh, that is not a penalty. That is not a freaking penalty. He literally took him up from behind. Wow, I mean, we have been completely controlling this Osasuna team. And here comes Osasuna right before the halftime break. And we got to make sure we get the ball. Oh, Beltran did very well. I don't think that was Beltran. I think it was somebody else. Nunes finding Bamba to Larson. Same 0-1-2 play. Oh, and get there, Bamba. No. I really enjoy the game pace so far. I mean, it's a little bit faster than before. I think right now, especially playing with two wide midfielders, which I haven't done it in the last save, the feeling gives you so much different compared to playing a diamond middle, having all the central midfielders in the middle. It's fun in a way, but when you go back to wing play, when you're having wide players, it's a completely different story. Comes Chevy finding Aspas, so much room up front. Here comes Enzo on the left. Larson, it's very, very tall indeed. Oh, it just over him just a little bit, but Aspas could not win the ball back. Off to a pretty good second half here, perhaps. But let's try to score one more goal to secure this win. Aspas, overlapping run to Sanchez, beautiful. Oh, beautiful play. What a play. It's all started from Aspas, finding, I believe, our left back. Was it Sanchez as the left back? I think so. But Larson with a beautiful finish as well. Just gotta look at this replay once again. I thought he was a little bit offside, but the defending from Osasuna has been really, really dreadful. They only got one shot on target so far, but other than that, we have been all over them. Here comes Osasuna. Oh, that was a good dribbling play. Oh, Guaita, come on, brother. Come on, man. How can you allow that one to go in? There's literally no power behind the shot. But it's okay. I think at one point we have to replace a player like him. But we're putting ourselves in a lot of pressure. We still have approximately 25 minutes to go plus added time. And that was certainly not the greatest time to concede. Oh, that was a good interception by Beltran. Fighting Aspas, but wait. Keep on going. Chips. Oh, what a finish. What a finish. I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought the goalkeeper might come out, so I decided to chip over the goalkeeper, but Aspas has done amazingly. I mean, if we receive a very good offer, I think at the moment I'm not going to accept any offers coming for Iago Aspas. He is certainly a legend of the game, legend for for La Liga, and I know he has been around in the game for a while. I mean, he is probably he is definitely the best player in the team, even though he's 35-year-old. We add another goal for the cushion. Right now, we feel so much better. So much better. Comes Aspas in the middle to Enzo. Oh, he get there. Come on. To Larson. Finish it. Makes a 4-1. You cannot ask for a much better start than that. 2 goals for Larson. 2 goals for Aspas. Making a 4-1. And I haven't even made any changes yet. But the way how we play, this is going to be a problem carrying on to the next few, for the next few seasons. This is the fact that the tactics we have, the instruction that we put on for the players, their stamina is going to be affected dramatically. You guys can see here. If we're able to sub them on as soon as possible, I would do so. Again, we're just kind of risking in a way of these players' injuries. And unfortunately, I'm not able to make all substitutions. That was such a poor ball from Aidu. And wow, they got one back. Certainly not a very ideal situation. Aidu decided to clear it while, closing his eyes. I don't know what happened there, but that was such a poor clearance. And yeah, they got one back. 4-2 again. I would love to just concede one goal in this game, but that was so unnecessary. By all means, but there you go. The game has ended 4-2. A very successful day, I believe so. 2 goals for our strikers, Aspas and also Larson. Defensively, I think we have been doing fine. It was just a little bit of individual mistakes, but we carry on for the rest of August in the next episode. What a way to start the new season for Celta Vigo, sitting at the top of the league table with 3 points. Again, the amount of goals we score surpass pretty much anybody else right below us. And, of course, the biggest enemy we have so far this season is pretty much the squad itself. We are not the best squad, certainly for sure, but you guys can probably know that they sacked their current manager, but honestly, the squad itself, it's fine. Players are fine, but if the team are not doing well, it's definitely the coaching staff responsibility. But I imposed the 4-4-2, the classic Arsenal invincible blueprint, into the formation. It looks quite solid at the moment. If you guys are interested in playing a 4-4-2 formation, be sure to check out, a few minutes back in this video. But that is all for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoy for the new season, for the new save, for the new team. And I'll see you guys in a bit.